Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp. Welcome back to the Valcrest server. Today we're going to be continuing looking at the different features that the server offers, things that I think make it unique, things that make it a pretty awesome server to play on, in my opinion. So today what we're going to be looking at is not the luxury shop as a whole, but one of the features inside the luxury shop. So if you don't know, there's quite a few plugins on the server that sort of make the Minecraft online experience more immersive and more, just gives you more things that you can do really. And so today we're going to be taking a look at the stock market. For those of you who don't know what the stock market is at all, I can't really explain that in this video, but just Google it, I guess, and then you'll learn. And so basically, what the plugin is it basically emulates or copies what's going on in the actual market on the everyday world, and then from there you can invest your in-game money in stocks, and whether the stock grows or gets or loses money, you will gain or lose money as well. So, if you don't know how to get to the luxury shop, first of all, let me leave the luxury shop so I don't just move right there. If you need to get to the luxury shop from anywhere on the server, all you have to do is type in /warp and then luxury shop, all one word. So I'm going to do it right there. And then you'll be teleported over to the luxury shop, which is in the spawn. You don't need to be worried about being killed or anything because spawn is obviously protected. And so you can come in here. And then the stockbroker is right at the back. We're probably going to be doing another video on everything else in the luxury mart, so I'm not going to even focus on them. But as you can see in the bottom left corner of the screen, the stock market is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's a little bit different than regular time. Regular stock market is open from 9:30 to 4:30, but the server obviously chose to do it a little bit differently. So when you open up Mr. Stockbroker here, you can see there's quite a few options: help, tutorial, stock lookup, so you can look up the price of a stock. I think it's Forex. I don't know what the first word is, how to pronounce that. I don't really know what that is, if I'm being honest. But you do that. You can list all the stocks you can get. That's not obviously an immersive list. It's just the common ones. Then you can buy stock, sell stock, compare your stocks to another person's or two people to each other. Look at your own or anyone else's portfolio, what they have money in. Look at the history of what you've done or any other person. Look at the leaderboard, who's made the most money. We'll look at that right now, actually. Let's see who's made the most money. And we'll go back to the last two options, because I haven't looked at that, I don't think. Sometimes you need to do it a couple times. It's a little bit slow, but I think it's still pretty cool. So everyone's made money. That's pretty cool. Or that might just be value of the portfolio, actually, now that I think about it. Where am I? I don't think I've made $16,000, so I don't know what that is. I think that's just the overall value of your portfolio. Yeah, that's right. Okay. If I read it, I would have been able to tell you that. So continuing, we have transaction history. That's pretty self-explanatory. And profit leaderboard. So what we're going to be looking at today is we're going to be looking at how to buy stock, how to sell stock, how to compare stocks. No, not how to compare stocks. How to look at your portfolio, and then I'm going to give some general tips on how to not suck at the stock market on the Minecraft server. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at my portfolio. So we're going to type in chat, this is my name, and we're going to come up. Right now I only have money in one thing. It hasn't been a good time. Smith & Wesson Holding Corporation, which is the gun company. I invested some money in them. I bought 600 of their stock, which you can see by their quantity. The current value of the stock is $16,000. Roughly, and I purchased it for just over $17,000. So I've lost $300 on this, which isn't too big of a deal, but we're going to be selling that today. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then I'll buy something else, and we'll just go from there. So I guess it makes sense first to show you a list. So this list here is just a list of common stocks. My first tip of advice for you guys, if you don't know too much about the stocks, is don't buy any of these. Because these are large stocks, they cost a lot of money, and if you're trying to make a lot of money, or you're just trying to make money in general, your best bet is to buy something that's not as common, not as expensive, because obviously the risk is higher, because if it drops in money, you can buy more of a stock if the price is lower. For example, Apple has an extremely expensive stock price. So if you bought Apple, you'd only be able to buy like 5 of another. If you bought a different stock, you'd be able to buy like 30 or 50 or 100, depending on the price. So if you want to make more money, then the better idea is to buy something that's cheaper. So what we're going to be doing just today, just for examples purposes, is we're buying a couple shares in Google. So what we're going to do is you go to buy stock. You see chat disabled, so you type in what you want. Goog is G-O-O-G. That's their stock name, so that's what you type in. And then you put in how many you want. So today we're going to buy 5. So you buy 5 at Google. Cost me $3,000. So we're going to go over this because a lot of people don't understand this. And so I want to explain it so you guys know better. So I purchased 5 stock of Google. the stock value is 5 times $777, which is the price for one share. So that's what I'm saying there is if you get a stock price that's $7 instead of 777, then you can buy 500 of the stock and it'd be the same price as what I bought for 5. And so obviously that's pretty important to look at is the price, because if Google only jumps $1, I'm only making $5, and the chance of Google jumping like $200 isn't going to happen. Whereas if I buy 500 shares in a company that has a stock price of $1, so I spend $500 on shares, and the stock price doubles and goes to $2, I make $1,000 on an easy investment. So that's just a little tip. If you don't explain it, maybe I'm not doing a good job of explaining it, but I'm trying my best. So another important thing is broker fees here. If you see what broker fees, the broker fee is $10. So basically how that works is every purchase you make on the stock market app in the game, you have to pay a $10 fee. So if you're buying a share of one company, like even here, I bought 5 shares of Google, and then I have a $10 fee added on. So because of that, Google will now need to increase their stock price by $2 for me to break even. And so I noticed a lot of people that didn't really know too much about stocks, when they bought the stock price, they were buying like one share of Apple, and after the $10 broker fee, it was almost impossible for them to make their money back. So that's something I think that's pretty important for you to see, pretty important for somebody who doesn't know too much about the stocks to realize, is that you have to make sure that you're leaving yourself a big enough margin after the included $10 that you'll be able to make money. And so that's pretty much all you need to look at here. And then you see this is the grand total at the end of buying a stock. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at my portfolio again, just so you can see the Google is there. So now you see we have Smith Wesson Holding Company and we have Google. So you see there, Google has made me $2.35. So obviously it's made me money, which is good, but you don't want to sell it yet because I haven't even broken even with the brokerage fee. So you want to make at least $10 before you sell it. So now we're going to be selling Smith & Wesson Holding Company. I'm going to take a loss, but that's okay. So the same process is followed. I have to check how many I have because I didn't see. Same process is followed when selling something. You go to sell a stock, and then you type it in Smith & Wesson Holding Company. That's the name of this stock. So if I wanted to sell Google, I'd put in GOOG. And then I have 6, I think it said 600. I don't know if it's 60 or 600. I think it was 600. So I'm going to type that in. I'm going to try and sell it, and there you go. So I sold 600 of my stock. It tells you what I purchased them for. It tells you what I lost, and all that good stuff. And so that's pretty much all that we need to look at for the stock market. I just wanted to make a quick little video, just sort of, if you guys didn't know about it, because there's a lot of people that sort of just see people trading stocks and don't really know how to do it or where it is or anything like that. So I wanted to make a quick video showing that. We'll take a look at the profit leaderboard, even though it doesn't show too much because it only shows what people have in current investments. So I'll show you that. So where am I? I've made $9. No, I've lost $9 on Google. So there you go. And I guess the last thing is, if you don't know how to check your money to know whether or not you can buy stocks or how many you can buy, you just do /BAL, and then you see how much money you have right in the corner right there. So that's pretty much everything. This is going to be a bonus video coming out on either Saturday or Sunday, so I hope you guys are pumped up about that. I wanted to try and get a 4th video out for you guys because I know a lot of you started school this week, and school is no fun. So I wanted to get you guys something to enjoy on the first weekend of school. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything. If you have any questions or anything like that about the stock market, maybe I didn't explain something well, feel free to ask me in the comments or ask me in game. My biggest advice, I guess I didn't give too much advice, but my biggest advice would be what I've been doing, and it works, I'd say half the time. It didn't work with Smith & Wesson, but it worked with, I used Booma with the phone service. I did the similar strategy, is look up when somebody's releasing their results for the quarter. Basically, the way it works is a company finds out how much they've earned over a quarter of the year, and they don't release that right away. It's released about 5 months later because it takes a while to figure out how much money they've earned and whether they made profits or not. And so that's released a little bit later. And that's always announced in advance. So what I say to do is find out what companies on the stock market are releasing their results, and then just choose a company. Usually it's better if they have a lower stock price, so you can buy more. And then find out whether it's expected that their results are going to be good or bad. If it's expected that their results are going to be good, what I've been doing is buying stock in that company. And 2 out of the 3 times I've done that, it's worked out pretty well. I've made a decent amount of money. Because if they release results that are better than what the analyst expected, the stock price will always go up. So that's distracting. So that's basically the best advice I can give you. So that's everything. Again, like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know in the comments or in game. If you aren't on the Valcrest server. I guess I should mention that. If you aren't on the server, this glorious looking server, the link or the IP will be in the description below. Be sure to jump on and check it out because it's a real fun time. The people on the server are awesome. They're really friendly. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say about that. IP's in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, first of all, what are you doing? Just kidding. But really, like, you should subscribe if you enjoyed the video. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. Whether you're from the Valcrest server, from before the Valcrest server, maybe you never watched me before and you just subscribed. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. And obviously, when my channel's doing better, which it has over the past couple months, this past month has been a really good month for me. And so it really gets me motivated to record. And so I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm putting out a special, like an extra video for you guys, is just to basically just say thank you for the support over the past month. Let's keep it up. Let's maybe get me even like double or triple the support. That'd be really cool. But just thank you guys. It's been really fun this past month recording and knowing that when I post a video, there's going to be a lot of feedback on it. And yeah. So thank you guys very much for watching. My name is Gamefruitpulp. This has been Minecraft on the Valcrest server. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a good weekend. And I will see you guys all Monday. Have a good one.